place I would rather be. No place I would rather be than here in your love, here in your love. No
Hi guys,
place
it's
I
Sarah
would
here. I'm
rather
just
be.
checking in. I'm at the doggy park
No
with my puppy
place I
Meadow.
would
She's off
rather
sniffing every
be.
corner. So they actually
No
put benches
place I
here
would
at the
rather
doggy
be.
park so I can sit
Here
down
in
and
your
have a moment to
love,
chat with you guys because I have like 10
your
seconds to myself.
love.
There's something that's really been bugging me, and I've been meaning to blog about it, but I just really felt like I needed to do a video instead. And so I actually did do a video a few weeks ago covering this topic, and I just didn't have the courage to post it. And as I was spending time with God this morning, I just really felt like I have been bound in fear from stepping forward and speaking some truth. And I apologize because I know that some of you have really desperately needed to hear this word. And so anyway, here it is. I received an email a couple weeks ago from a reader, and it's not the first time that I've received an email like this. And basically the email was, I'm going through these struggles with mental health and, anxiety, panic attacks, depression, that kind of thing. And the question that they asked was, is this a punishment from God? Now, I was away when I got this email, so I never had a chance to email you back if you're listening, or this person back, and I lost the email or the message. I cannot find it anywhere, and I just feel devastatingly leaving this person alone with the thought that they're going around with this theology that their mental illness or whatever breakdown they're struggling with is a punishment from God. This is not the first time I've heard this. I hear this a lot. And first of all, I just want to apologize on behalf of the church, on behalf of the teaching that you've received to make you feel that when you are going through a breakdown and your mind is just not stable, or you're having excessive fearful thoughts, if you are struggling with deep despair and depression, for you to think that this is a punishment from God. I'm so sorry that you feel like that, and it makes me really sad. I completely understand from a breakdown perspective, especially when it first happens. Generally, our reaction to that kind of immediate derailment, even if you've never really struggled with depression or anxiety before, and all of a sudden you find yourself can barely make it through the day, we often question who, what, when, where, why. Why am I struggling with this? How did this happen to me? What did I do wrong? And that's usually when we begin to really seek prayer and deliverance and seek counsel and healing, and all those things are good, and I'm not undermining that at all whatsoever. I think we do need to seek deeper healing. That's definitely a part of why our minds become ill. But coming back to the question, is God use mental illness as a punishment? And I can say with complete confidence that God absolutely does not punish us with mental illness. And the reason why I believe that is because, number one, I believe that truly understanding God's love for us and his heart for us is actually what can begin to heal our minds, when we have a deeper foundation of understanding the love of God and the love of the Father. And also, it says in the Word that God is love. And it talks about the greatest gift of all is love, and God is love, and his everlasting love. And something that I came to know and understand is that love isn't just an emotion that God carries towards us. It's not just a feeling that he has. It's not something that he musters up because we're his children and he has to love us. God is actually created in love. Every part of his being, every part of his essence, every part of his spirit, every part of his son, Jesus, every part of who God is in love. And so God has no ability, he has no, there's no part of him that brings fear or brings despair or brings confusion, because it isn't even in him to give. Does that make sense? Like his complete essence is love. And so when God responds to us, and when God is dealing with whatever we feel like we deserve to be punished for, he is dealing with it in love. And so things like torment and things like fear and things like despair and things like hopelessness go completely against the nature of God. And I always describe it as like fire and water, right? Like you cannot put those two things together and each one of them maintain the same state. And so you can't have a flame and then dump a bucket of water on it and the flame still burns. It doesn't work like that. And so things cause an opposite reaction. So when you have God, who is love, and you hold that up against fear and anxiety and depression, it cannot stay the same. Right? Like God's love, his reaction to it is to actually bring peace and to bring comfort and to bring stability and to bring wholeness into that situation that seems really unstable. So what I'm trying to say is that God is love. Every part of his being is love. Every moment that he's thinking of you, it's in love. Every moment that he is planning your future, it is in love. Every moment that he is thinking of how he's going to handle your sin and deal with the things in your life, it is done with love. And God would never, ever, ever punish his children with a spirit of fear or punish his children with despair and hopelessness. And so anyway, I just wanted to really share that with you. And I really wanted to address this quite quickly, and again, I apologize that I didn't get this message out sooner. And I would really encourage those of you who are finding themselves in the beginning stages of kind of mental illness struggle, where you're asking why and how did this happen and why me and what have I done wrong and those kind of questions. If I were to give you homework right now, and if I were to give you one thing for you to do, okay, and this isn't the cure, this isn't the only answer, but I believe through it you're going to walk through a door of restoration and healing. I honestly don't think that you can walk through this door without receiving some healing in your life for your mind, your body, and your spirit. I want you to begin to go after God's heart. I want you to begin to search out his love for you. I want you to begin to search out how God manifests his love, what that means, what it looks like. So if you're in this battle right now and you can barely make it through the day, I'm encouraging you to just begin to read your Bible and not search for answers of am I being punished and why is this happening to me and the battle and all that kind of stuff. It's all there, and God will get you there. I promise you he will lead you there. But the first thing I want you to seek out when you're listening to your worship music, when you're talking to your pastor, when you're listening to the sermons, when you're reading your Bible, when you're talking to a friend, I want you to have only one question in your mind, one pursuit, and that is, how much does God love me? I promise you that when you begin to seek that you're going to begin to see the light at the end of this tunnel. And I promise you there is a light. And so anyway, I just wanted to encourage you with that today. Meadow is off. I'm just going to show you. She's off running. I don't even know if you can see her, but it's a beautiful park and it's a beautiful September morning. And I just pray freedom for you guys today. Anyway, bless you. Love you. Bye.
I would rather be. No place I would rather be. No place I would rather be.